National anthem's wrapped up, the seats are filled, and the pretzels are being eaten. Got a great matchup in the Big Ten today, Jacob. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Joe, you mentioned it's National Pretzel Day here, and a lot of fans are taking advantage.
Take a real quick look at a little bit of what we're going to be expecting in the top of this inning. Should have Michigan State's defense going against the Rutgers offense to begin. Take a look in the bullpen there as we got the batting order here. Kylie Sand starting off, L.A. Matthews, Morgan Smith, Katie Wingert, Maddie Lawson, Peyton Linkavage, Lonnie Chavez, Kayla Bach, and Jillian Anderson round out that lineup. Dangerous, top to bottom.
And really just consistent for Rutgers. It's been working for them all year. They didn't change much. They're rocking with it here in East Lansing.
And they're going to be going against this Michigan State defense. Plenty of stars out there. Britton Bashirs we talked about in the open. Holly out there, Gray, Fox, Ross, Wash. So many players who can contribute. It'll be a battle of the unstoppable force and the immovable object a little bit today.
And what's interesting is Hannah Holly usually starts at third base for Michigan State because Macy Lee usually gets the starting catching positioning. But they've switched today. They're starting with Holly at catcher for this matchup.
And we got Liv Gray, right-handed pitcher coming out. ERA of 2.78, pitched 121 innings. Got quite a lot of experience. This is an innings eater. Rise, curve, and change are the three type of balls she likes to throw. Heavy use of the dominant rise.
Yeah, she's been a big workhorse for Michigan State. They need her to eat up a lot of innings because she is by far their best pitcher and has a lot of endurance. They'll look for her to go far today.
Kylie Sand will be the first batter to step up to the box. See what she can do against Michigan State.
And Sand, we mentioned in the open how dominant she was last week. We'll see if she can keep her hot streak going.
Gonna be sitting 1-1 right now. 1 strike to 1 ball. See her looking over at first. Gets the count up, caught swinging, 2-1.
And that is the nasty riser that Gray throws. Just so wicked.
Yeah, you could see before that pitch, she kind of gave a look over the Rutgers side for a second, then let that one go. A little bit of contact there, that one's gonna go foul out.
And Sand is a really good hitter. Doesn't have a lot of powers, as we can see only 1 home run this season, but that average is high, that OPS is high. There's a big reason why she's the leadoff batter for the Scarlet Knights. She knows how to get on base, and she's a tough out.
Yeah, and she's just so comfortable out there. Big reason she's starting. Now moves outside a little bit, count as a ball, 2-2 count.
And Gray likes to do that a lot. If she's ahead in the count, she'll try to do it outside just to get the batter to chase. We saw it there on the 1-2. Now it'll be interesting what she works with in a 2-2 count.
Get some contact, soaring out of the sky, getting right under it. The Spartans able to get the easy out.
And that's big for Michigan State. Sand is so dangerous at the top of the lineup. If you can start 1 batter, 1 out, that gives a lot of momentum to Liv Gray and the Spartan defense.
That was Colette Allen able to pick that one out. Got L.A. Matthews out there, second in the lineup. Matthews, 3.23 batting average, 29 RBIs, a home run. She can get on base when she wants to.
She really can, Joe, and that's a big reason why she's at the top of this lineup for Rutgers. They have a great 1-2-3 punch. It's going to be a tough first inning for Michigan State, but so far they are handling it nicely.
Look at the composure from Gray. Able to get that second strike, 2-1 count, 1-2 count.
That was a big swing from Matthews. She's good at making contact, just judge that one a little bit off.
That one just goes right back into the net.
And again, now we see another situation where Gray is up 1-2 in the count. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another pitch that goes just for the outside to try to get Matthews to chase.
See whether your prediction lives up. Takes a glance down at the wrist, loads up. Contact, sending it flying center field, trying to get under it, picked out of the air. Spartans, Alexis Ross able to avoid what could have been a little disastrous. Now up to 2 outs for Rutgers, 2 batters, 2 outs, both popped into the sky and picked out. That Spartan outfield, they keep their eyes on the ball, they know how to get under it, they're confident. Got Morgan Smith standing at the plate.
Very dangerous hitter for the Scarlet Knights offense. A lot of power in this bat. 19 home runs on the season, leads the Big Ten.
And starting to get a favorable count, 2-0. 2 balls so far. Caught swinging there. 1-2 or 2-1. And for Smith, senior on this team, leads Rutgers in hitting percentage, in hits, RBIs, runs, home run, slugging percentage. She can just do so much for this team.
And when you hit a lot of home runs and have a high average, your OPS is off the charts.
A little bit of an error trying to get that from the catcher. That'll pick up the easy first base. Holly not able to control it. Spartans miss out on the chance to get a 3 up, 3 down inning.
Now it's Liv Gray. You were ahead of all these counts before. You're just trying to get back into one here. That's when she is the most successful.
Yeah, Katie Wingert out there right now. 2.84 average so far on the season. And now Gray has to keep an eye on Smith over at first. Ball popped, going to the right side, outfield diving, trying to get it, and she does. What a run over from Sydney Dolazecki. Able to track down the ball. Spartans able to close out the top of the first inning.
You can see just by the batting average, Hannah Hawley is the toughest out for Michigan State, and she'll lead off.
They'll be facing off against Maddie Boyd, standing in the circle. ERA of 2.19. Strong arm.
Yeah, the Spartans have a tough test today. Maddie Boyd is one of the best pitchers in the Big Ten and even the country.
Facing off against Hawley to start off first. 3.46 average on the season for her. Already 1 strike on the count. Contact, sending it over left field, bouncing around. She's going to get the single. Looking for a double, not able to get it in time. Anderson out in left field, waiting for the bobbling ball to stop. Able to get back to her teammates and mitigate the disaster, only a 1 base.
And that is what Hannah Hawley does best. She gets on base. That's why she's lead off for Michigan State. She's so good. She can put it anywhere in the field. Saw the opening in left, had a nice, good contact. Able to get it into the green grass for Michigan State. Now a leadoff batter is aboard.
Dolazecki, second in the batting order. Decides to bunt it, moving her teammate over to second. A little bit of a sacrificial bunt. Dolazecki.
And that's what Michigan State does a lot. They like to play a lot of small ball. Hannah Hawley leads off for Michigan State. She gets on base a lot, so Michigan State likes to manufacture runs. They play small ball a lot. Dolazecki's job there was just to get the bunt down and get Hawley over to second base in scoring position. And now that sets up Macy Lee.
Runner on second, Macy Lee stepping up 2.42 average so far this season. Goes a little bit outside. That one's going to count as a ball.
In some situations, Michigan State will bunt again for the second batter just to get Hawley over to third base. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that here.
Let's see what they decide to do. Plenty of risk if they decide to bunt again. Almost a little bit of an error. Could see Hawley coming deep off of that bag over at second. And just to go back to what you said a second ago, Jacob, they could do a sacrificial bunt here, move Holly over to third, but then they're thinking they have only one out to work with after that.
And I don't think they will, Joe. I mean, Rutgers is giving them the opportunity. Their infield isn't as in as it was for Dolzecki. And looking at this at-bat so far, Macy Lee looks like she'll take a genuine at-bat here. Just trying to get a nice rip for Michigan State and score the first run in this game.
2-1 count after that foul ball. Boyd getting herself composed. Was a little bit outside. 3-1 count, favorable here. So much patience from Boyd. Contact sent over left field. That one's racing towards the out of bounds. Went over the back. But that one not going to count as a home run.
Yeah, Macy Lee with great contact there. Just a little bit early on that pitch. Pulled it just a little bit too much towards that left field line. But she's seeing the ball well. We'll see how Boyd responds here in a full count in a really high leverage situation early.
She got a chance to see an example of her range today. Maybe if she gets the direction right, that one could be going on the red cedar. 3-2 count. Kept down low, bobbled around. Spartans and Rutgers both make the same mistake in this inning, giving up the single after a catching error. Let's take a look here at the Rutgers defense. So many talented players. Chavez in right field, Smith center field, Anderson left field, and the interior. Plenty of contributors. There's a reason that they're fighting for a bye in the Big Ten. First registered strike as Britton Bashirs stands at the plate. Bashirs 37 RBIs, 13 home runs. She can make magic out of nothing at times for this team. Kept down low, racing towards second. Might be a double play. And Rutgers able to pull out of that one. Dangerous area. Rutgers able to navigate the Traverse Waters and move on to the second inning. As finals week wraps up for the Michigan State Spartans, good weather has returned to East Lansing. Quite a sunny day out here. A little bit of wind, feels like 62, but it's technically 64. Wind gusts up to 23 miles per hour, giving a little bit of a cool down out there.
And Joe, about time. April in Michigan is so unpredictable. Finally, these fans are able to be a part of a good weather game. It's a great day here at Sequia Stadium. It's always good when the sun is shining. Mid-afternoon, temperature is warm. Spring has finally arrived.
Perfect setting for some Big Ten softball. Spartans moving back to defense. Liv Gray in the pitching circle. We've got Maddie Lawson of the Scarlet Knights standing with a 0-1 count. Gets it right down the middle again, moving it to 2 strikes, no balls.
Liv Gray quickly has gotten ahead of the count. We'll see if she goes with an outside pitch here. That's what she likes to do when she's ahead 0-2.
Decides doesn't even need it. Sends it right down the middle. Getting a strikeout, her first strikeout of the game.
Instead, she goes with that nasty riser. We saw that earlier in this game. It's a great strikeout pitch. Liv Gray is one of the best in the Big Ten at throwing that pitch. Just nasty as it climbs up. Hard for batters to catch up to. Good enough for out number 1 here in the top of the second.
Lynn Cabbage will take over as the batter. Peyton Lynn Cabbage. .262 batting average, 27 RBIs, 8 home runs. Ball rolls out in a little bit of a slight error.
And Holly not usually used to catching on Friday. Liv Gray usually gets the start on Friday, so I guess the chemistry isn't quite there as we've seen before, but still doing a nice job.
That one kept down low, trying to get to first base, and she does. Britton Bashir is wrapping that one up, putting a bow on the second out. And what reaction time. Anna Fox able to get over to Bashir's.
And that is a routine play for Michigan State, and they're doing exactly what they need to do. Have great, solid defense for Liv Gray. It's been a struggle this season for Michigan State on the defensive end, but so far in today's game, it's been perfect.
Leilani Chavez standing on the right side. 2-0 count right now. 2 outs. 2.61 average so far for Chavez. Finally able to find a little bit of the plate. Move the count 2-1.
And Chavez is a player who doesn't have a lot of power. She'll keep this inside the ballpark.
Keeps it down low, but that one roll foul left side.
Just key for Michigan State to make the right defensive play. She puts a lot of balls in play. Michigan State needs to be ready.
Might not have the most power on the team, but she does have some of the most patience, waiting, getting ready to strike. That one sent down the middle, clipped a little bit, sent foul.
Yeah, just staying alive. She sees the ball very good, but with Liv Gray's pitches, it can be difficult to catch up to.
A little discussion between the umpire and Liv Gray.
Chavez last series was 2 for 9 from the plate for the Scarlet Knights. Trying to have a good series here in East Lansing.
That one sent way outside. 3-2 count, favorable now for Chavez. Sent down the middle. It will send the Scarlet Knights backing for the top of the second. Michigan State Spartans get their second strikeout, moving into the bottom. Heading into the bottom of the second, Spartans taking their turn at bat. Janae Wash starting off the Spartan rotation for this inning. Facing off against Boyd. Sent right down the middle.
That was just perfect location on that pitch. Just on the outside lower corner of that strike zone.
Wash, the senior, 2.13 average. Might not get them all, but knows how to make some noise when she can. Another one sent right down the middle. A little bit of heat tracking on these balls here.
And Wash had a great series last weekend for Michigan State, going 3 for 8 with a home run.
See the rotation of the softball in her hand. Boyd getting ready. Launches outside. After 2 that went right down the middle with so much speed, seemed impossible. The third one was going to go out. But nope, count stands 1-2. Trying to chase after. That will be an easy out for the Rutgers defense.
And that's what Boyd does best. A nasty curveball there. Able to get the out on Wash. So nasty with her pitches. She showed it right there.
Walsh will be replaced by Anna Fox. That one caught outside. 1-0. Anna Fox, 574 OPS, 3 RBIs. Sent to the back towards the net. Interesting for Anna Fox. One of the few lefty batters on the Spartan team.
Yeah, and for Fox, she doesn't have a lot of power, but she has a lot of speed, and it helps being left-handed just a little bit closer to first base.
Got a unique swing, too. You can see her start to run during the swing, chop the feet a little bit.
Yeah, it's a step-in swing. It's all about getting to first base as fast as she can. Doesn't have a lot of power, as we mentioned, so a lot of balls tend to stay in the ballpark. Just trying to use her speed to get the extra base for Michigan State.
Boyd trying to close this one out, 1-2. Contact with the ball, rolls around foul.
And Boyd, we see again getting ahead of this count. It's really when she's the most dominant. Can really do anything with this pitch here. We'll see if she'll go with that nasty curveball again.
For Anna Fox, came over from Tennessee, became a Spartan back in 2023. Still surviving, 2-2 stands the count. Getting some encouragement from the crowd as well as her own bullpen. That one caught real outside. Loaded count, 3-2.
You can see Joe Fox was ready to swing at that pitch, already near the top of that batter's box. Just trying to find a pitch she can hit. This has turned into a really good at-bat.
Started looking dangerous at first, but she was really turning her around. Gets the contact rolling, going towards center field, picked up. Not in time.
And Joe, that's exactly why she has that step-through swing. That stayed in the infield, but her speed and her ability to already be a step closer to first base made it a no play at first. Great job there by Anna Fox, coming back in the at-bat, using that speed to get on for Michigan State.
See her running right past. Just got past Boyd, getting over to Maddie Lawson. Lawson, by the time she already had it in her glove, she looked up and realized I'm too late. Stepping up for the Spartans, Allen. Staying in at bat. Colette Allen, the senior, 1.98 average, 7 RBIs. Gets on base at quite a good clip, 6.48. Boyd keeping it just enough inside. Got the count up to 1-1.
And Allen really came on later for Michigan State, more of a defensive replacement for the Spartans, taking over at second base for Michigan State, moving Fox over to shortstop, just trying to make an impact in this Michigan State batting order.
Spartans have tried a few different combinations throughout the season, see who fits where, who does what best. They seem to like what they have found.
And it's the exact opposite of Rutgers. They've really been sticking with their lineup the whole season. Michigan State, it's more like a charade.
Boyd able to keep that one right above the plate. 2-2 count. And Boyd just getting so comfortable out there right now. Allen keeping her patience. Needs to find a good shot. But if it goes over the plate, could be dangerous. Sent foul left side. Bouncing right off the walls.
That was a good rip there, but early for Allen. Just trying to find her right pitch and get Fox over.
Yeah, Fox still staying over on first. Slight contact. That one will go foul as well. Right now it seems that she's just making sure that the straight down the middle strike isn't what gets her.
Yeah, she's trying to make contact on all strikes. She does not want to go down looking.
Boyd composing herself, shaking the ball, loosing. Sent left side, rolling to the outfield. Anderson picking it up, sending it over. And the Spartans have players on first and second. Anna Fox and Colette Allen bringing it right down to the bottom of the count. Managing to get one off.
And Joe, as you mentioned, another at-bat where Michigan State took advantage of the count, able to make Boyd work and make her pay. That was a great rip into left field for Colette Allen. Now the Spartans' bats are starting to get hot.
Look at the speed right there, chasing it down. Able to easily get over to second for Anna Fox. Colette Allen racing right in behind for first.
And Joe, now we're seeing a similar situation to the first inning. 2 on, 1 out for Michigan State. We'll see if Rutgers gets that double play again or if Michigan State can finally take advantage.
Scarlet Knights giving some encouraging words to Boyd.
She's trying to settle her down. She knows she's a great pitcher for the Scarlet Knights team. She's really pitched fantastic in this game, but Michigan State has just had great at-bats so far. She's trying to calm down, collect herself, and get back to who she is.
Facing off against Peyton Conroy, right-handed freshman. Can see just how much the runners for the Spartans are pulling off of the bases. Anna Fox getting almost halfway to third before that pitch fully went off.
Michigan State has speed on the bases. A big hit here can get some runs home.
Contact sends it flying to the right, but that one will go foul. Someone's taking home a prize today from the crowd.
Nice souvenir for whoever was in that area.
And I've got confirmation. The Little League team who came to visit is taking home the ball.
Surprised they could even hold that ball with how big these softballs are.
A little bit of contact, sends it over to third, chasing, getting it right over to Matthews. And the sacrifice will not all be for naught, as the Spartans have runners on second and third. Anna Fox, Colette Allen, all thanks to Peyton Conroy.
That's still a big at-bat for Conroy. Even though she got out, a great defensive play from Rutgers, still able to get the runners over. And now a hit here can score 2. This is a big at-bat for Ross.
The decisiveness from Lynn Cabbage on that last one was able to mitigate the damage, getting over to Matthews, securing the 1 out. Now, Spartans have 2 outs. They sit 1-0. A strikeout would close it out. But if the Spartans get contact, it could be dangerous for the Scarlet Knights. Sending it to the right, rolling past, a race photo finish. And the Scarlet Knights win the foot race. Able to prevent Ross from reaching first base, able to prevent any runners from reaching second, third, or home plate. Matchup remains scoreless going into the start of the third inning. Liv Gray returning to the circle. Facing off against Bach. Right down the middle, count 1-1. Taking her time, lets it loose. Contact sends it flying into the net behind, but that will go foul. 1-2 count.
And again, another count where Liv Gray's ahead of the count. She's done a great job so far in this game, getting ahead of the early batters in the innings. Well, see if she can finish it off like she did before.
Sent left side, racing to first, gets it over to Bashirs. Anna Fox keeping her head on swivel.
Peyton Conroy able to come in, make a fantastic throw over to first base, make it look routine. She has a great arm. That's why Michigan State is starting her today at third base. They call it the hot corner for a reason. Able to make a heads-up play for Michigan State.
Anderson stepping up to bat.
And Anderson had a nice series last week against Minnesota, going 4 for 7 for the Scarlet Knights.
That one going soaring and going back behind the stands. Some other lucky fans will be taking that one home as well.
A lot of souvenirs to go around, Joe.
Count stands 0-2. Pushed a little bit outside. Makes it 1-2.
And we've seen Liv Gray use the riser to get strikeouts. Wouldn't be surprised if she went with that here.
Goes right down the middle. It will close out the first batter, or the second batter there.
And instead of going with that riser, why not just pop it right down the middle? Froze Anderson up. Third K of the day for Gray. An outstanding start for her in Michigan State in this game.
Gray decides no need for the theatrics. Let's go back to the fundamentals. And that one popped into the sky, chasing down left field, picked out of the air. Jenna Wash able to get under the hit from Sand. The Spartans closing out the top of the third. All smiles, everyone seemingly soaking in the sun. Rutgers preparing to throw their first pitch of the third.
And a new pitcher for the Scarlet Knights, Morgan Smith, moving from center field to the pitcher position. Interesting that they pull out Maddie Boyd so early.
Get an inkling towards why as that one goes right down the center. Gets first strike. And for Morgan Smith, what a story. A senior, leads Rutgers in many hitting categories, but also can step in as pitcher. Was a Big Ten Co-Player of the Week after a performance against Maryland.
And Joe, it's hard to believe that the Morgan Smith pitching on the circle for Rutgers right now is the same one in the batting order who has 19 home runs. She can really do it all.
A player with many talents, multifaceted. 0-2 count. That one, a little bit of an error, chasing down to first, but it gets there before Holly can. Wingert able to make the heads-up play, get over to Matthews.
And coming in is Morgan Smith, and what an instant impact she has made. Striking out the top hitter for Michigan State in 3 pitches. Just so dominant. That is hard to do.
And when you see Smith, you just see cool, calm, collected, so much composure, so much strength. And right now, Wingert trying to get used to the power behind these throws. She was so used to Boyd's throws before.
Well, we mentioned Holly and Lee having a little bit difficulty not catching each other often. Wingert is the usual catcher starter, but going from a day-to-day basis, that's when you get used to it, not inning to inning. So a little bit of an adjustment for Morgan Smith, getting used to her pitching style, but I think they'll settle in nicely.
Now it's back on 0-2 count. Smith, so composed. Dolezecki has sacrificial bunt in the first. Not much sense. Gets it left side. Racing. Battle of time. And the Scarlet Knights win it. Dolezecki picked off just in time. 2 outs, 2 batters.
And Linkavage charging that ball, able to make a seamless throw over to first base. That's hard on the run to make that play. She made it look pretty routine. And already 2 outs here in the bottom of the third for Michigan State. Morgan Smith has just been outstanding for her start in this game.
right down the center stripe. Excuse me, actually a little bit outside as that one will be called ball. Macy Lee was walked in the first. See what she can do on her second attempt. Caught swinging, 1-1.
Just a nasty pitch. Macy Lee's also going to be a tough out. We saw in her first at-bat, she had a great at-bat against Boyd, working that count to full and earning a walk. She's a tough out. We'll see how Smith handles her.
That one catches the outside of the plate again, 2-1 for Macy Lee, the junior from Phoenix, Arizona. Now her third year with the team, continuously improving throughout her career here. Get some contact, sending it left side. Chasing after Lynn Cabbage yet again. Lynn Cabbage to Matthews. It has been said about 5 or 6 times so far. Let's take one more look at this one. But it's going to be said for the rest of this matchup. Lynn Cabbage.
Doing what she does best on the run, a seamless throw, not rushing it. Able to get a 1-2-3 inning for the Scarlet Knights.
Talked plenty about both these teams, but take a look at the leader of the Scarlet Knights. Coach Kristen Butler, 6th season, 133 to 150 record as the Scarlet Knight leader.
And a chance to make history, first 30-win season for a long time for Rutgers. Has a chance to have the most wins in Big Ten play.
That one just clipping the side of L.A. Matthews' bat, going foul. 1-1 count.
And Matthews fell behind early in the count her last time up. Flew out to center field, put good pop in the bat, but just not far enough. See what she can do here.
Tries going for the bunt, but gets by. 1-2.
That is so hard to lay a bunt down after that sinker just dipped right at the end. She was expecting contact on that bat, and then when nothing rung up into her hands, she was a little confused.
That one catching the outside. 2-2. Go back to Kristen Butler just for 1 second. Started off a little bit slow. Started off a little bit slow with her record as a coach. But now, if she wins this game, that's back-to-back 30-win seasons for Rutgers. Rapidly improving this program as Gray strikes out Matthews for her 4th of the match.
And another strikeout for Gray, going with that riser. Such a nasty pitch for Gray. Has had a lot of success with that pitch today.
Morgan Smith stepping up to bat. 0-1 count.
And yes, this is the same Morgan Smith who just pitched the inning prior. She can really do it all for Rutgers.
One of those utility tool players where they can really slot in anywhere, do quite well. Morgan Smith leading Rutgers in many categories. 4.22 hitting, 62 hits, 64 RBIs, 46 runs, 19 home runs.
And the home runs is the big part. We saw on the speed of her pitches the power that she has, but she also can translate that at the plate. And that results in a lot of balls going over the fence.
Some contact, sends it high into the sky. Does not reach over the foul net. So it'll still be foul. Two count. Contact, sending it right into center field. Will Alexis Ross get it? She does. Able to get right under that one. Sending Morgan Smith back to the bullpen.
And you can see the power on her bat, but as we took a look at the replay, she just got under it, not able to square it up fully. This one stays in play, luckily, for Michigan State, able to get the second out in this inning, and Liv Gray is rolling.
With the velocity and power, that one seemed like it could have been gone. The wind gusts might have had a little effect. Gray releases the first wing in to 1-0 count. Facing off against Wingert. Some contact from Wingert, but goes to the left side. Almost hitting one of the Rutgers players.
And great contact just a little bit early. We've seen Liv Gray struggle in counts that she's fallen behind in this game, but she's done such great job of able to control that strike zone for Michigan State, just trying to work her way back into this count, but still an advantage for Wingert.
A little bit of contact. She'll take up that first base.
And that just hit her foot. Just barely, but Wingert will take it. A runner on first for Rutgers. We'll see if they can take advantage as we take a look at this replay. Just the top of her left foot.
Best a player can ask for a hit by a pitch.
Yeah,
Barely even feel that one.
Never want it anywhere else.
This one going left side, over to first base, picked up. Retiring the inning. Conroy getting into Bashirs. The Spartans and the Scarlet Knights sitting 0-0 and the ball in the fourth. Take a look at the head coach, Tyra Perry. Add Kristen Butler to correct that. 6th season as the Rutgers head coach. Lynn Gavage was the last batter, but now Smith stepping in.
Britton Bashirs at the plate for Michigan State, trying to take advantage of Smith right now, but Smith has been dealing for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. A 1-2-3 inning in the last frame. Trying to repeat that.
Not quite sure what game I was watching there for a second. That's on me. Britton Bashirs stepping up. Facing off against Smith.
It could be hard, Joe, because Smith also bats for Rutgers. A little bit different seeing a pitcher and batter. Just so talented on the circle. She did a great job last inning getting ahead of counts against Michigan State batters. Falling behind a little bit to Bashirs. Trying to get back in it to a dangerous hitter.
Three 3-1 count. Bashirs in a favorable position. We've seen Bashirs able to make success out of this exact position. See whether she can strike gold again. Sent to the outside. 4 balls equals 1 walk.
Michigan State will take that. Leadoff batter on, nobody out. We'll see if they play small ball like they usually do. We usually see, though, with Bashirs at first, she gets a pinch runner, and she will.
Take another look at this one here. Just right down low to the outside. And Smith trying to get her head back where she wants it to be. Just came out hot, was hitting everything right down the middle. Now they're starting to go outside, they're starting to go low, they're starting to go a little bit high. Needs to get right back to that center position.
It's going to be tricky here for Michigan State because, Joe, if I had money, I would bet that Jenna Wash would bunt here. Speeder runner at first for Michigan State. They're trying to play small ball and just manufacture a run like they did in the first inning.
A little bit of an awkward angle on that hit. Couldn't tell if that hit shoulder for a second, but I believe it was the bottom of the bat.
And it's interesting because Rutgers infield is in, so if Michigan State doesn't decide to bunt here, they might have a lot of grass just to poke it over a defender.
A little bit of a mental chess match between these two teams, both sitting scoreless. No one knows, could be one win. One run wins it all.
You can see that infield just a little bit more back. That's why you saw the bunt there. Great stuff there, Joe. It is a chess match. Just going back and forth, trying to play the mental game.
Smith calming down, organizing herself, letting loose. Catches her swinging. It'll be a strikeout.
And that's exactly what Rutgers need. Smith has a riser too, and she used it there. Nasty pitch. Wash wasn't going to bunt there. She was going for it all, and just a little bit underneath. Great movement late. Able to get the swing and miss and a key first out in this inning.
Can see a little smirk from Smith. Might be feeling herself again here. Anna Fox was faking the bunt. Gets a strike.
We saw Fox so clever in the last inning. We know she has that run-up swing. She has speed. She can get to first. She's a dangerous batter to have bunting for Michigan State. Rutgers needs to play clean defense if they want to get the out.
That one a little too far outside, 1-1. Fox with that step-up swing. Gets contact, but it goes behind. Not enough strength behind that bat.
And now Smith has the advantage. 2 strikes on Fox. Going to be hard to bunt here. We'll see what Smith works with. She used the riser last time. A nasty pitch that she might be looking to go to again.
Count is 1-2. Just needs one more strike.
And she went with the riser, but Fox able to hold off. More of a patient hitter for Michigan State.
You can see the communication between Wingert and Smith as well. Smith tapping herself on the chest saying, that one's on me.
These two starting to get used to each other.
Constantly keeping an eye on that first base as well. Really making sure that they don't give up anything extra. Now Bila taking that spot over there.
And they have to be cautious because Bila has a lot of speed. And now Fox, give her credit, back-to-back at-bats where she's worked the count to full. We'll see if she can win this one.
Ends up getting over to first. Now Spartans. So with runners on first and second, only one out. Plenty of options for what they could do here. Could be a sacrifice, move it over to second and third. Could be something where they want bases loaded before even trying a sacrifice.
Yeah, we're moving towards the bottom of Michigan State's lineup. Allen had a nice hit into left field her prior at-bat. I think they'll let her hit.
Slight error, chasing down third. Bila. Able to give the crowd something to cheer for the Spartan crowd.
And Joe, we've been talking about it all game, the communication between Smith and Wingert, the catcher and the pitcher for Rutgers. Just a little bit in the dirt, Wingert not able to catch up to it, and now Michigan State with runners at second and third, exactly what they wanted to do in this at-bat. Now it's all up to Allen to deliver.
And it's a situation where the communication has been so hot and cold. There will be long stretches where there are no mistakes, nothing is going wrong, but then there's plays like that where it just goes a little bit too low. Wingert isn't able to control it, and the Spartans capitalize on it. Now Allen waiting for the pitch. Able to get first strike there. 2-1.
We know Wingert was catching Boyd to start this game, the starting pitcher for Rutgers, and she got pulled so early. And now getting used to Morgan Smith, that's a different challenge. No warm-up pitches between these two. Just trying to minimize their mistakes and get out of this inning.
Little bit of contact on that sends it flying out of the net. For Colette Allen from Sierra Madre, California. Transferred over from Redlands University, a D3 school before the 2023 season. Now in her second year with the Spartans. Sends it high into the sky. Can a fan catch it? No. Bobbles around. The little leaguers
Dad. Give it to a little leaguer.
have to. There we go.
Just stolen out of his hand.
The little leaguers taking home an entire trophy case of souvenirs today.
Off her back.
Gets some contact, sending it left field, backing up, and she picks it out. Sand. Kaylee Sand. Able to sniff that one out immediately.
That's a big play, the second out in this inning. That takes off the sac fly. Now Michigan State needs a big hit here.
Stepping up Peyton Conroy, the righty freshman. Didn't find success earlier. See if she can find some now. Kept inside, but she caught swinging. 0-0-1 count.
She needs a big hit here. Michigan State has had a lot of positions today where they've had multiple runners in scoring position, and they haven't gotten the big hit yet.
Sent back into that net yet again. 0-2. Can the Scarlet Knights do it again? 0-2 count, 2 outs. Runners on second and third.
And Smith so dangerous with 2 strikes. She could do anything here.
Just a little bit outside. That one near perfect.
Trying to go with that riser pitch again. Conroy was ready for it, showing great patience right now.
Bouncing off the ground. Got a little bit of dirt on that one. Smith starting to lose a little bit of the composure that she had moments ago. 2-2.
I think Wingert wanted it down low, but that was a great job by Wingert keeping it in front of her. Watch, she'll block it right there. Make sure it doesn't get to the backstop and make sure no Michigan State runners advance.
Some strong recovery. Bila was waiting. And caught swinging. That will be the end of this inning.
Big Ten Plus. Rutgers pitcher Maddie Boyd and first baseman L.A. Matthews have a connection that goes beyond softball. The two were teammates at Houston, and Boyd was prepared to end her collegiate career last season. When she got the call from Matthews saying, "Why don't we play one more year together?" The two transferred to Rutgers, where they've made an immediate impact. And they'll need their connection today in order to reach 30 wins for the second consecutive season. Guys, back to you in the booth.
Thank you, Nora. Returning back. The Spartans will be on the defensive end as we return to the top of the 5th. Gonna take a look at a near accident that happened with the third member of our team. Nora surviving the high-flying balls around Sekia Stadium. Real trooper out there for us.
Just taking the risk. She has eyes in the back of her head, that slight little dodge, able to get out of the way. And Joe, they call them softballs, but they still hurt.
Still hurt
pretty
quite
hard.
bad.
And it would not feel good. Luckily, we have a pro on our sidelines today.
Yes, a trained professional. And now, the Spartans, Liv Gray, standing at the circle. Lynn Cavage up to bat. Was unsuccessful on her first time around. Trying to get something going now in the top of the 5th. 0-1 count. A little bit too far outside. That one just barely even touching the plate. 1-1. Right to the right to the helmet, a little bit of facial contact. Lynn Cabbage. Hope that she will be okay. That is never what you want to see.
Oh, man, Joe.
Yeah, that one is not good. It caught the lid of the helmet, but it also went right down. So we just talked about how hard those balls are a moment ago. And the angle that it came at her, Jacob, it just barely was able to avoid the hitting helmet and got right under it.
Yeah, just ticked off her bat straight up, just no time to react. And really, a lot of these players just in shock right now. Immediately going to the ground. That is not something you want to see. And right now, it will really be up to the grounds crew just to clean up the situation. But luckily, Rutgers has a great training staff, able to attend to her right away. The good thing, Joe, is she was up relatively soon after that happened. It was good to see her walk to the dugout, able to get up, assisted, but still on her own with a little bit of help.
Once she got up, it seemed like she was doing much better. There was a moment of shock, I assume, from the ball. And once she was getting some help walking, she was able to get off, walking her own weight. And it's all going to work out fine, but you do never want to see that. And we're going to come back after a little bit of a break. You are listening to Softball on Big Ten Plus. And we are ready to resume play. Ball sent right down the middle. Finishing up that batting order as Punk stepped in to replace Lynn Cabbage.
Took one pitch. Good to see you for Liv Gray. We know in a moment where you have to pause your momentum, it can be interesting how you respond, but for Liv Gray, able to deliver for Michigan State.
Chavez standing at bat now.
Chavez had a nice count going in her last at-bat, ended up falling victim to one of Liv Gray's strikeouts. Still worked it full last at-bat and is starting off great here, up 2-0 in the count.
Leilani Chavez, the senior from Covina, California. Now stands 1-2 count. Really started finding her place on the team last year in her junior season. Little bit outside, caught swinging. That'll be the second out. Spartan crowd erupting. The fifth strikeout of the match for Liv Gray.
She's just been outstanding so far. Really has been perfect for Michigan State. Just dealing, controlling that strike zone, and really getting the pitches where she wants to.
Caught on the inside of the bat, sent foul.
We know that Liv Gray's coming back from injuries. She started last week for Michigan State. A surprising start for her after we weren't sure if she was going to pitch for MSU after that injury to her back, but now a week later, more recovery for her, and she's looking great.
The bunt sent up, chasing after her, rolls out and foul.
That was a good idea from Bach. Michigan State's defense was far back towards that outfield. She had a lot of room to run.
And right now, Kobe Hura stepping in for Bach as designated hitter here. Sent it right down the middle. 1-2 count. Gray now up to only 61 pitches so far. And pretty quick innings so far.
She's been very efficient for Michigan State.
2-2 count.
And the infield is still away, so Hura has a chance to do that bunt like she did earlier.
That one soaring over the foul net. One more ball for the crowd. And Kobe Hara from Chino, California, a senior. Take a look here at the awkward angle it's got, sent right behind, flying. Now this one sent left side over to first. Securing that. What a reaction. Come from Conrad to Bashirs. Spartans able to keep it 0-0 as they go on the offensive end. We're going to take one more look here. 0-0 so far. Both defenses stepping up heavily, and especially that third to first movement.
Joe, the question is going to be who can score that first run. Really feels like one run in this game feels like 4. Just a pitching battle between these two teams. We'll see if any offense can spark for Michigan State. They've had their opportunities, but weren't able to take advantage.
Yes, both sides held runless so far. In the bottom of the 5th. Only a few more innings to go. Might have some extra today if the score stays how it is. Smith throwing against Alexis Ross.
That there was just Lynn Cabbage. Good to see her up on her feet.
Barely kept inside the foul line. She gets to first, walking a tightrope.
And Ross, we know her speed. That was a beautiful bunt. You love to see those. Just a couple feet off the plate. Rutgers was waiting for it to see if it would roll foul. Watch this. Just stayed down that line. Able to stay in play, and Michigan State will take their base. Alexis Ross at first, using that speed and that great bunt to set up Michigan State here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
It's a game of inches, and Alexis Ross played it perfectly. Now up to bat Holly. A little bit of contact, but an awkward bounce.
And we've seen before with Michigan State with the leadoff runner on, they like to bunt, but not here with Hannah Holly. She's such a dangerous hitter. She can really get it done for Michigan State, hit it anywhere in the field of play. I expect a genuine at-bat here, trying to take advantage of this runner on early.
Contact, sending it left side, chasing after it. Will she reach it? She does. Ends up hitting the wall. Chavez trying to get to second, race to first. Ross gets back in time, but almost a double play. Chavez chasing that one down in the left outfield, slamming into the wall.
And what a defensive play, Joe. Chavez able to catch this one. Hannah Holly put a rocket on this one. But look at this, Chavez up against the wall, makes the catch, survives the contact, and fires a dart over to short. The relay to first, almost in time. Great defense for Rutgers there. A great relay, great communication, and a big out here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Talk about a rocket throw all the way from the outfield over to second base.
And Joe, that's just so impressive. Able to take the contact from the wall and know immediately where you need to throw it. They've practiced that a lot, and you can tell.
True professionals out there. Dolazecki stepping to the batter's box. Runner on first. A little bit of discussion between the official and Dolazecki. Naomi Erdahl, the name of the official, the umpire, right behind. And what a snag out of the air. Almost turning it over for the double play. Ross will be safe, but Smith, an acrobatic move.
Yeah, this was such an impressive play from Smith, but Ross has such good speed on the bases, able to slide into second safe. You can't discredit Smith here because she made the right play. Try to get the lead runner. It's just that Ross is so fast on the bases. key for Michigan State, a great defensive play that isn't rewarded in this case.
And she thought she was going to be able to substitute Ross for Dolazecki at first instead, and now an error moving Dolazecki and Ross to second and third respectively. As I was saying a second ago, Jacob, it seemed that she was trying to trade first base players, but instead ended up not getting it over the lead runner in time, couldn't get to first in time. Now, after an error, players stand at second and third.
And Joe, we just talked about the good defense from Rutgers, making that fantastic play in left field on that relay, but now back-to-back plays where good defense, bad defense is not rewarded. Michigan State has a real opportunity here.
And now this is about the second or third time the Spartans have had this exact same lineup. Players on second, players on third. Relatively few outs, and they haven't been able to capitalize up to this moment. See whether they can change the script or whether they'll get a little deja vu. Contact sending it over into the foul area.
And Lee, all she needs to do is put nice contact on this pitch. Just send it into the outfield, able to get a run across on the sac fly. That's all you need to do here. You don't need anything fancy. So we take a look at Morgan Smith's control. Really started off strong, but now it's gotten a little shaky. Still trying to get right back into this for Rutgers.
2-1 count at the moment. Trying to compose herself. And now she would like to speak to the ump. Probably just discussing how nice of a day out it is. Do you know it's National Pretzel Day?
Yeah. She's probably like, why is the sun? Where'd it go? Why'd it go away?
Take a look at on deck. Britton Bashir's getting a little practice in herself. Contact sends it right into the glove. Able to flip it over, get Dolazecki. Lawson standing in the right place at the right time. Almost like a magnet to metal.
And Sand, oh my goodness, what a great defensive play. Able to catch it and make the tag. Awareness of the bases is exactly what Rutgers needs. Just a great double play here. Makes the catch, knows where Lee's at, tags her, gets the out.
Still scoreless on the top of the sixth. Rutgers now on the offensive end. Anderson stepping up to the plate against Gray.
And Anderson struck out in her last plate appearance. Liv Gray got up in the count early, able to make Anderson pay. We'll see if she has more patience this time.
Up to a 1-1 count now. And for Jillian Anderson, the redshirt junior, coming from Rochester, Illinois. Moves up 2-1 in the count. Game to Rutgers, redshirt junior after 3 seasons at Southeast Missouri. Sends it high into the sky, looking to be picked off, and it will be by Conroy.
And of course, it's Conroy making that catch. She's been fantastic at third base this game for Michigan State. Defense has been big for both of these teams.
Take a look at the pitches right there. 4 hits allowed for the Scarlet Knights, 0 for the Spartans. 6-4 strikeouts so far, 3 walks to 1 walk. No scores. These defense putting on a show. That one flying to the left end, but that will roll foul.
And you saw on that graphic, Joe, in the hits column for Rutgers is a big old donut. Liv Gray has a chance to make history here for Michigan State. One of the seniors honored this weekend for Michigan State. Has pitched fantastic so far. We'll see if she can keep it up.
Well, be ready for a hit right here, Jacob. The announcer's curse never fails. Sent to the outside. At bat, we have Sand, Kylie Sand.
If that happens, Joe, I sincerely apologize to Liv Gray. I am aware that I am the only reason why she would have given up this no-hitter opportunity.
Oh, no other reason possible. Sent down the middle. Moved to the side a little bit. 1-2 count. Kylie Sand hailing from Norco, California. The senior shortstop. Trying to make some noise Sent right side with a laser to the outfield, racing it down, trying to get to Britton Bashirs. Dola Zeki was trying to get there in time, but that one was kept low. That one was kept powerful. A lot of speed behind that one.
And just as we drew up, Joe, a great piece of contact from Kaylee Sand, able to rip it right into right field. And that's what she does best. It was only a matter of time before she would get a hit in today's game, able to show why she's the leadoff batter.
Basically flipped an hourglass once you said that she was close to getting a no-hitter. It was only a matter of time, Jacob.
And I know that is one of the most important unwritten rules. I sincerely apologize, Liv Gray.
Trying for the bunt, L.A. Matthews. Not getting to the errors, is thrown outside, 1-1 count.
And now for Liv Gray, the no-hitter is gone. This is going to be a big question. How can she respond? She's only dealt with 2 base runners in this whole entire game.
Sent high into the sky. That one's coming near us. Bouncing around, caught out of the air. Put that on the highlight reel. What a catch.
And look at that. He's yawning. He's like, that was nothing.
Yeah, that's everyday activity for that guy.
He's like, maybe I should suit up.
Liv Gray preparing. 1-2 count. Outside, contact on it, moving, trying to get to second, not in time. Anna Fox chasing it down. It will be enough.
Joey mentioned it in the open, trying to put themselves in good position for that Big Ten tournament, trying to climb into 4th place, get that final bye, be 1 win closer to winning that Big Ten tournament.
Now Smith stepping out for Rutgers at bat. No, 1 player on base at first. Matthews.
Smith had a big drive in her last at-bat, just got a little bit under it.
That one close to being hit by a pitch. It'll stay ball, 2-0. The senior from Phoenix, Arizona, leads the team in many categories. Last year, 2nd team All Big Ten, Big Ten All Defensive team. Sends it to the left outfield, picked out of the air. Wash, grabbing it with ease, retiring the top of the inning. Now we move on to the bottom, where the Spartans a look at the history between these 2 teams. Michigan State leading all time, 13-8. First met back in 2001. Look at the score of that one. MSU won 1-0.
A similar game to what we're seeing here. Joe, I would not be surprised if we see that exact same score. Maybe not Michigan State. It could really go either way because this pitching battle has been quite fun to watch.
It has seemed all day that 1 run might be the one that puts the nail in the coffin for either team. Smith stepping back to the circle, facing off against Britton Bashirs. First one strike down the middle.
That was a nasty sinker there. Just such good pitches Smith has in her arsenal.
Bashir, sophomore from Novi, Michigan. Sends it to the right side, will go foul. Seems those low league players will have another one. For Bashirs, was named the Co-Big Ten Player of the Week back in February. She's really improved throughout her 2nd year here at Michigan State.
And Bashirs likes to show up in these moments. She's been big for Michigan State at home, and especially in the later innings.
Gets some contact, will go foul. 0-2 count still.
And just something worth mentioning, we have wind blowing from east to west, which means that balls hit into the outfield won't go as far as they usually do. It could be a big reason why we're seeing a lot of fly balls that stay inside the ballpark.
Been quite a few that have gotten close, but then like you said, seemed like there was an invisible barrier keeping them away.
Especially in a power hitter like Britton Bashir. She's fifth in the Big Ten rather in home runs, first on Michigan State with 13 this season. That'll be a big part. She'll try to battle the wind and try to golf this one over for Michigan State. Just really a staple to her game.
1-2 count. Smith prepares. Loads, launches, sent high into center field, waves off. All of her teammates picked out of the air. That was Punk.
Punk coming in at second base, making an impact on the defensive end. It can be difficult, those pop flies. Able to stay under there calmly and get the first out here in the bottom of the sixth.
It was quite a sunny day earlier. Now a little bit of shade is coming from the clouds, allowing these players to look directly in the sky, find those fly balls, grab them out. Janae Wash stepping up at bat. One stands the count.
Smith has really done a good job lately getting ahead in these counts. Whenever she's able to get the first out of an inning, she's usually able to roll out of it.
For Janae Wash, such an interesting player, has really slotted in around the Spartan team. That won't be called a strike. We've talked about how many players for Rutgers work as Swiss Army knives. They can be placed around anywhere. And Janae Wash serves that role for the Spartans. She has played every position besides catcher and pitcher while at MSU.
Yeah, just a really defined as athlete. Can play all over the place. She's in a good situation here, trying to go up against Morgan Smith. Smith usually on these 1-2 pitches likes to go with her riser. It's worked a couple of times for her. We'll see if she goes back to it.
Tiny bit of contact, sends that foul, keeps it going, but the count stands 1-2.
And Joe, you gotta love these types of games. A defensive fest, a pitcher's duel. Any mistake can be costly. Both these teams are really on the rocks.
When there's a game like this where the defense is so locked in, the pitchers are throwing so perfectly, one run matters so much more, and it makes the runs that much more worth it.
And even so, every batter matters more, and every hit and every base runner matters so much more. These at-bats are so big.
Blow of an error coming from the catcher, Wingert. We haven't seen one of those in quite a while. So now, being plagued by some problems from the past.
In Michigan State, they're going towards the later part of their lineup. Anna Fox on deck for Michigan State. But we've seen all throughout the season, it's the top of their order that's been better. But today, really that mid to late side of their order has been great.
She'll be striking out. Third strikeout of the match for Smith.
And that was just a nasty pitch there. Getting her chasing. Just a ball in the dirt that had a little bit of late movement, tailing down. Joe, I mentioned it earlier. Smith has such a great arsenal with those pitches. Really has great spin on that ball, which can have a lot of great movement. As we see that replay, just ducks down right at the end. Such a hard pitch to see and such a hard pitch to hit. She's been fantastic this whole game for Rutgers.
She really has. The movement has been stellar. Anna Fox stepping in, and that will count as a strike to start off.
And Fox has great at-bats. Both her at-bats in today's game. She was able to get into 3-2 counts, work it to full. She's able to find her pitch and try to deliver.
Sent to the left side, chasing down first. Quick reaction time from Lawson. Is able to get over to Matthews, closing out the sixth inning. Heading into the seventh, 0-0. enjoying the nice weather, trying to remember East Lansing for the best of the best that it offers. Take a look at the Low League. It's able to take home, I believe, 3 or 4 of those softballs now.
The Little Leaguers have not seen a lot of runs come across this plate, but they've seen a lot of balls fall into the stands, able to take home some souvenirs. Always good to see.
Little miscommunication between Liv Gray and Holly. Funny enough, Wingert, the catcher, is at bat right now. Plagued by a few problems of her own in the last inning. Some contact, sends it right into the net. 1-2 count. That one sent flying over the wrong direction. Really hoping that my car window is still intact when I get outside, Jacob.
Hopefully you parked far away.
For Katie Wingert, the graduate student from Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Last year, had team high 15 doubles. Also contributed 2 triples. Pretty much as close to the same exact play that you can get 2 times in a row, sent right back there. Well, there goes my left and my right mirrors.
Joe, I hope you have a car when we walk out.
That one kept inside, but just a little bit off the plate. Loaded count, 3-2.
And this has really worked into a great at-bat. Able to find her pitches, just trying to work on the right one.
Patience from both sides. Sent into the sky. That one going foul as well, landing in the stands.
And Wingert had a flyout and a ground out, and really both of those at-bats, she was looking for the early pitches. This is her first at-bat where she's really worked the count, just trying to find the pitch that she should hit.
That will end in a walk. Wingert standing on first.
And that's big. Leadoff walk for Rutgers. We know the stat, just around 50% of the time, the leadoff walk with no outs is able to score. That is huge for Rutgers. As a pinch runner is coming in. Bailey Briggs trying to deliver that go-ahead run for Rutgers.
We've said a few times, Jacob, they might only need one. It doesn't seem that there will be just run after run in the 7th inning. It really is just going to be which team can get past that plate first.
And Rutgers hasn't been past second base today. And that's going to be key for them because obviously they need to if they want to score a run. But a great position right now. Leadoff walk, trying to take advantage in really the middle of their lineup.
Bunt sends it into the air, rolls out foul, almost picked up. Trying to get the out was Conroy.
And Conroy was so far in. She almost had a chance to make this play, but it would have been over the shoulder, a diving catch. Just too far in to try to save the bunt attempt from Lawson. Almost a fantastic defensive play, but we'll do it all over again.
A little bit of an error, racing towards second. Briggs able to stay on second now.
And that's why you put Bailey Briggs in the game, taking advantage of that wild pitch. It gets behind Hannah Hawley. She's able to use that speed, get into scoring position. This is big for Rutgers. Their first runner at second base in this game. Kind of hard to believe.
Lawson not sitting at a bad count either. 0-1, or 1-1 now. Decides to use the bunt, a little bit of a sacrifice, and that rolls past another error. Spartans allow the run. Coming in first, Briggs finishing off, and will she be joined by Lawson? She won't. Stopping at third, Briggs rounds off, gets the first run of the game. All the way in the 7th inning, the top of the 7th. First blood has been struck.
And that's huge for Rutgers. Michigan State has played great defense all game, especially Conroy at third base. She's able to field this quickly and just throws it away. That's costly for Michigan State. A run will score, and Joe, we talked about how big these runs are. The Scarlet Knights take advantage of Michigan State's errors.
That one could be the one that does it. Could wrap this entire game in a bow. Maddie Lawson standing on third now. And Briggs running in the first run after a throwing error. 2 balls to start off the count against Punk. Gray just needs to stay composed, finish out this inning.
Really, for Rutgers, you have that big run. You no longer have a donut in your score column. Just trying to add on any more insurance that you can, because runs are hard to come by in this game. You have another chance, runner at third base, nobody out, trying to take advantage and really bury the Spartans.
2-1 count, sent to the right side, goes foul, 2-2. Lauren Punk hailing from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Bit of a hometown player for the Scarlet Knights. Sent right down the middle. That one's gonna allow her teammate to run in with ease. Maddie Lawson adding on the second run for the Scarlet Knights. Makes it seem simple after a game that registered no runs until the 7th.
And Punk finding her pitch, able to deliver that into center field. Great contact off the bat. Only the second hit in this game for Rutgers, but they've really come up big in the 7th inning. We talk about it all the time, Joe, in softball. Situational hitting. Rutgers has not had a lot of opportunities in this game, but in the 7th, they were able to take some breaks from Michigan State, some defensive errors, and they've really taken advantage to their credit. Michigan State hasn't been the best on the defensive end, but Rutgers able to make them pay, and now we talked about it earlier as well. 2 runs feels like a million. That's a big insurance run for the Scarlet Knights.
And what this 7th inning so far has done is given a little bit of a magnifying glass look at why the standings in the Big Ten are the standings currently. Rutgers fighting for that bye. They're able to rebound. They're able to come back when they have been stagnant. While the Spartans sitting last have had trouble, but Conroy able to slide under that one, grab it, throw it over to second base.
That was a little bit more of a difficult play to call the infield fly rule, but great job by Hannah Hawley. She didn't panic. She knew that there was a play at second base. Michigan State still gets the lead runner. Able to make up for that drop from Conroy. Almost a fantastic defensive play, but still heads up for Michigan State. Looks like their defense is trying to rebound in this game.
Conroy is trying to get her name in the NFL draft going on in Detroit. Might be trying out receiver, it seems. A lot of wild catches today.
Pros on her, diving, catch ability, able to make that tough play.
Rutgers has really just put their foot on the gas and started going in this 7th. 2-0. Runner on first, sent to the left side, racing outfield. Picked up by the outfielder for the Spartans, Jenna Walsh.
And Joe, that's what winning teams do. Even though they haven't had the best day offensively, they somehow find a way. And for Rutgers, when they're trying to chase history in the win column, not only in the Big Ten, but trying to get another 30-win season, this is what they need to do. Winning teams somehow find a way, and that's what they're doing here in the top of the 7th inning.
We talked about that will be a strike, but we talked about the magnitude of this game for Rutgers. If they win this one, back-to-back 30-win seasons, and they will tie the most ever Big Ten wins that they have had in a season. Sent to the outside, called ball. For Rutgers, Only other time they've reached the same win count in the Big Ten was 2015 and 2019. It's been a record-setting year. Set the program record for single-season runs, 298 going in this game. Now sitting at a perfect 300.
Really, their offense has been a key part to their success. Hasn't really shown up today until the 7th inning. They're really taking advantage. Now the question will be for Liv Gray. We know she's had a couple of defensive plays that haven't gone her way. She's given up a couple hits as well. We'll see how she responds in order to try to give her team just a little bit of a chance.
Sent right over in the center, and a little bit of a fumble trying to pick it up. Ross throwing it to third, unable to stop Chavez from rounding the bases, getting inside, and Hera stopping at third. Went all the way to Alexis Ross in the center field. Tried picking it up, dropped it a little bit, and just that split second of indecisiveness.
Only 15 2/3 innings pitched. Her last start came against the Fighting Illini just last week. She only pitched for 1 out in that game, allowing 1 earned run and 2 walks. She has a little bit of trouble with her control, trying to get out of this inning for Michigan State in order to give them a chance in the bottom of the 7th.
For Roberts, Sammamish, Washington native, coming from the West Coast, spent her beginning 2 years at New Mexico, playing the All-Mountain West Conference in 2021-2022. Last year came over to Michigan State, starting to make her presence known. Gets the count to 1-1. Facing off against Sand in the batter's box. Sent to the left side, almost foul, but kept in.
And her responsibility here, minimize the damage. Keep it to a 3-0 game. Going to be difficult facing the top of this Rutgers Scarlet Knights order, especially with a dangerous hitter in Kayla Sand.
If they can keep it to 3-0, there is a chance. There's not a likely chance, but there is a chance for the Spartans.
Well, Joe, it's always a better chance than 4-0 or 5-0. Always want to minimize what you have in front of you. You can't go back in time. You can't go back and make it a tied game. You have to deal with the situation you are in now and make the best of it.
1-2 count. Roberts taking a deep breath, loading, launching. Too far outside. But she gets caught swinging. That will count as her first strikeout as she comes in. 5-pitch, 1 strikeout.
And I know Kayla Sand is not happy with that one. She reached out just a little bit too far on that one. Not even a solid swing on that. She's a little disappointed, but a big out for Michigan State. And we mentioned Michigan State try to minimize the damage. For Rutgers, it's the exact opposite. 3 runs is not enough. You want to get as many as possible. No runs are satisfying for the Scarlet Knights.
Rutgers needs to thrive in the chaos that they have caused out here. Try to extend that lead as much as they can. L.A. Matthews stepping up to the plate. Gets contact, sending it right side, falling down, keeping it. Allen flips to Bashirs, trying to get over to home plate. But that will be the end of the top of the 7th, able to keep it to 3-0.
Able to take advantage of that leadoff walk and do a lot more. 3 runs should be plenty the way Morgan Smith has been pitching. Already 4 innings pitched in this game, only allowing 1 hit to Michigan State. She's been fantastic trying to close out this game for the Scarlet Knights.
And Smith has been able to escape some dangerous areas. That one sent high into the sky, tracked down, going, and caught. Sand, Kylie Sand. He'll get right under that from Allen.
She made that look pretty routine, but that is a tough play, looking over her shoulder, trying to make that catch. I'm surprised that the left fielder didn't call her off there. Chavez should get this ball, but Sand demanding it, calling for it over. Look at this tough catch over the shoulder. That's impressive. She makes it look pretty routine, but a tough defensive play and good enough for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Struck to the same area. This one got a little more power behind and picked out of the air. Deja vu's of disaster back to back. This time Chavez getting her turn at grabbing one out of the air.
And Chavez has been great out there in left field today. We saw that play earlier up against the wall where she was able to catch that through contact. This one, more of a rocket, able to get it on the run. And quickly, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Huge for the Scarlet Knights.
And Smith just stone cold, waiting to get the job done. Loads, launches, sent to the left side, picked out of the air. That's about as quick as you can get for a 1-2-3 inning. Rutgers taking control in the 7th, deciding that this is their game and never looking back, making it a quick 3 up, 3 down inning to finish it off. What a game from the Scarlet Knights in the end.
And what a dominant 7th inning. This game was neck and neck throughout the whole contest. Michigan State had a little bit more scoring opportunities, unable to get that big hit. And then in the 7th inning, Rutgers able to score 3 runs and then a quick 1-2-3 inning to end it.